November 17th, 1921. A dark-haired man sits alone at the head of a long traditional dining table, flanked by 12 high-backed Gothic-style wooden chairs. Twin candelabras are set along the perfectly polished surface, their flickering light playing off it, illuminating his face in an uneven glow. His face bears faint creases and heavy bags under his eyes that age him beyond his years, as if sound sleep has been a stranger to him for some time. His hands rest on the table in front of him, clasped in a prayer position, but his lips remain still and his expression blank. Visible on the cufflinks decorating the sleeves of his white dress shirt is an ornate letter F. Through one of the numerous windows flanking the length of the table, a crescent moon can be seen peeking over the tops of the tall, thin pines on this still autumn night. Set into the wall opposite the man, embers glow on the hearth where a small fire has been allowed to burn out. Above it hangs a portrait of a young family. In the portrait, the man at the table stands in the center beside his wife, just behind their 2 sons and a daughter. It seems to have been painted several years ago, as the man's face in the portrait lacks the signs of age that has begun to mar his otherwise attractive face. The silence is broken by the sound of footsteps, faint in the distance at first, but steadily drawing nearer. The man at the table does not stir until the sound of heels striking the floor stops as a young woman in her mid-20s reaches the doorway beside the fireplace. Judging by her striking resemblance to the man at the table, this is the teenage girl from the portrait, aged 4 or 5 years. She stands tall and svelte, her natural height enhanced by 2-inch black heels. She shares the same golden blonde hair and oceanic eyes as her mother.
Ingrid said you wanted to speak with me, Papa?
She asks from the doorway, her voice is high and smooth, clear as Austrian crystals making up the chandelier above the table. Her father looks up, and a tired smile cracks the stony expression his face previously held. The crow's feet nipping at the sides of his eyes deepen as he beckons her. "Annie, my flower, please come sit with me." She crosses the room to where he is sitting, her heels thudding sharply on the wooden floor. She pulls the heavy chair nearest to him away from the table, gracefully lowers onto it, angled towards him, and takes his hand in hers.
I am here, Papa. What do you require of me?
To be safe, my child. You have done so much in your short time on this planet, and surely capable of so much more. That said, I am already as proud of you as any father could ever be of their child. There will be more people who say you should do more, be more, simply because of your lineage. Your mother and I have done well, admittedly, better than most. You and your brothers, with their passings, expectations and scrutiny of you may intensify. Promise me that you will not bow to that pressure, and that you will remain the person that you always have been. You alone are enough, exactly as you are, to not only maintain the family name, but to strengthen it and carry it forward into the future. Long after the glass we make breaks, and your mother's family furniture rots, the world will hear your voice and sing your songs. You will persevere eternity. You only must survive this world first. So that was Matt as Anni Fredrickson. How you doing, Matt?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did the heavy lifting on
Yeah,
that.
you really didn't give yourself a lot of lines there.
No.
I appreciate that. I don't.
I mean, realistically, my voice doesn't really match Annie's crystal clear soprano, voice. So.
Yeah, if you were to cast Annie and try and give her a voice, who would you?
She's pretty heavily modeled after Britney Spears.
If you could sum her up as a character in just a couple words, maybe a sentence, how do you think you would sum up Annie?
She's fairly driven, obviously. She has been to university. She's written her own opera, and actually, as the Horror on the Orient Express campaign kicks off, she is in the process of finding different venues to perform at. So, yeah, she's accomplished a lot already, but with the loss of her brothers, she wants to be more. Her family is pretty wealthy. She's already very well known, but she feels a fairly intense desire to carry forward the family name and leave her own mark on the dynasty.
The good news is, listeners, is that you've probably heard more about Annie in 3 minutes than I think everyone else combined in their vignettes so far. So, pretty well established for the listeners. Now we bring ourselves to London, 1923, January 3rd. Annie's probably in the lobby of her luxury hotel, prepping for a long day of touring, going to set up some stuff, yeah?
Yeah. So this would be about a year and a half after that meeting with her father, which is actually the day after the funeral of one of her brothers.
Miss Fredrickson, are you looking for a paper?
Yes, please.
Wonderful, wonderful. Here you go.
Thank you.
This concierge passes Annie a paper. And a stout fellow walks up next to her with... He's well dressed, has a cane, looks like he belongs in a luxury hotel, and he kind of taps you on the shoulder lightly. He's like, Miss Fredrickson, I've been waiting to find you. It's been quite a while trying to get a hold of you. You do move around quite a bit.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
No, you don't, of course. You could consider me some sort of patron of the arts, a benefactor.
Did you know my father? He was also a patron of the arts.
No, but I knew your brothers.
Really?
Sorry to hear of their passing. I can tell you this much. Fairly soon, you'll be called to a quest, as it were. It could help you for the future, for your career, but you most certainly will need some aid. So I have a gift for you before I depart. I must leave to find some of your cohorts. He passes you his own copy of the paper, and something's tucked in the paper. And you open it up, and you see a ring that is heavily gilded with numerous sapphires around the band.
Oh, thank you. This appears quite valuable.
It will be more valuable than I think. Well, you'll find out. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do hope to see you sing soon, but we'll get to that when we get to that, as it were. Good day.
Good day. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
He gives you a smile, and his teeth are sickly and yellow, and it's disturbing. Certainly, it clashes with the rest of his look. And he says simply, just know that I'm a man about town, the man about town. I'll visit you soon. You'll want to see me then. Good day.
I look forward to it.
As you should. As you should. Have a good day, ma'am.
What a strange fellow.